Okay, so now for a little bit more detail to this head mesh here. I want to drop in teeth and hair. So let's start off with teeth. I'm going to hit the cube here. And actually, one thing I noticed is you might not have, you might actually be prompted to interactively create this. If you go to create polygon primitives, you just want to uncheck interactive creation. I realize that some of you, the preset might be interactive creation. Just please turn that preset off. You just want to be able to click on something and really drop it in for now. There are other uses for interactive creation, where there's times when you might want to control that and interactively create it, but for now we're just modeling a character. We just want to really take this cube and we'll do the adjustments on our own. As you can see here, I'm just using the scale key. I hit R on my keyboard, and now I'm going to select the top face. I just want to pull this in a little bit from the middle, a little bit in that direction, in the Z direction. I kind of want to hit Control E here after selecting the bottom face, hit R on my keyboard, do the same sort of manipulation, just really make this look like a tooth. I don't like how tall this is here. We want it to be kind of tall, to stick out, but not too tall. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go object mode. I'm going to smooth this with the 3 key, smooth mesh preview. It's good, but it could be better. Let's hit the 1 key, drop in an edge loop by hitting Control R with the presets I showed you in the second video in the series. And we're going to drop one in at the bottom and one in at the top here. You'll notice now that when we go to smooth this, with our smooth mesh preview, it's looking a lot more square. Every time we drop in one of these edge loops here, it kind of squares out when it smooths. So it sort of smooths it less almost. We're just keeping certain details in the geometry, and I'm just using this scale again while it's in smooth mesh preview now, just to really finalize the tooth. And I like the way this looks, so I kind of just want to drop it in. I'm basically using the move tool. I hit W on my keyboard after I selected this object, and I'm really just moving this to where I want it to be. So I kind of want, I want maybe 3 teeth, I guess, on the top, and we'll do 2 teeth on the bottom, sort of like, filling in the gaps. I don't want to make them like all even here, but I don't want to make them so uneven that it's sort of visually disturbing to the viewer. You'll see the mouth kind of curves up, so maybe this tooth is kind of up here to signify like the curve in the mouth, and just space these out here. Yeah, so that's looking pretty nice for a zombie character. If you want to, you could also scale these down a little bit if you choose to. So kind of have a little bit smaller teeth. And really, if you want to get a nice uniform scale, you could actually select one, go to Modify Center Pivot, and you could select them and do that for each of them. Modify Center Pivot, Modify Center Pivot, and you get a really nice uniform scale. Now I'm going to select one of them. I'm going to hit Control D after selecting it. I want it to rotate 90 degrees. I'm going to jump over here to our attribute editor. I'm just going to look for where the P-Cube 6, it may be called something different on yours, but probably be called P-Cube 6. And I kind of want to rotate it, so let's just we want to rotate it 180 degrees, not 90, sorry. So when we have it 180 degree rotated, it's kind of facing the top now. So we didn't have to do that manually. To get it perfect manually it would be really time consuming, and it's just really not necessary. We could just drop in values there. And I'm really just looking for what looks best here. You might want to make the teeth a little bit crooked. I might want to just rotate this guy just a little bit, just so it doesn't look perfect. Just so it looks like the zombie's kind of got some messed up teeth, and it doesn't look like we just sat here and tried to make it like really perfect. The second thing I want to do is the hair before we end this tutorial. So I'm just going to select the head, Control D to duplicate the head. So one technique I like to use to use for hair. You can use Maya's N-hair system. It's really it's not that it's really complex. It's for more dynamic hair structures where you want the hair to be animated in movement and wind and all kinds of stuff like that. I'm just going with simple, clean, low poly, meaning low number of quads, which in the game engine would be subdivided to triangles. Because don't forget, this is sort of a gaming tutorial, and I kind of want to show you how to create a character that's basically ready for you to rig and animate and put in your game. I'm just going over the modeling and texturing in these tutorials for now. Might even go over a little bit of rendering, just so you get a nice still render of your character. But I kind of want to look at this mesh here and see where I want to drop in. I kind of just want to make hair out of it. So I'll show you a really quick, easy way to do that. Hold down Shift and select any polygon you want to be a part of the hair. So I'm really coming in here, and I kind of want to go for this sort of sort of the bald spot on top, but the sort of surrounding hair. I'm not sure what that style is really called, but I want to make it where he sort of has the bald spot on the top, but he still has his sideburns and a little bit of hair in the back here. And I'll just kind of jump in like this, really something like that. And I'll give him, let's be generous with him. Let's give him a little bit of hair. Let's give him a nice even head of hair there. And I'm liking the way that's looking. So the way I could extract this from the mesh now is if I come up here to edit mesh and I choose extract, right? And now that I've chosen extract, I don't want to click off yet. I don't want to click off anything. I just want to hit W on my keyboard. Actually, yes, I do want to click off. Go to object mode, and I just want to pull the front piece away from the back piece. Delete this front piece, you don't need it. You really just need this back piece. You could hit 3 to smooth mesh preview this. I kind of want to give it a little bit of depth and to the geometry right now. What you'll see is one side's gray, one side's black. So basically what Maya does is wherever your normals are pointing, which right now is off of this surface this way, it's pointing off of this surface, but they're not pointing in here because a face can only have normals pointing in one direction. What that's doing is right now, if we put that into a game engine, it would be invisible. All these black parts would be invisible, but these gray parts would be visible. By adding this geometry here, we're making it visible on both sides. I'm going to right click, go to faces, select the whole thing, hit Control E to extrude. And I just want to extrude just enough to give it a little bit of depth. And that's good there. I'm going to hit the W key, the move key. It's going to take a little bit to get right here because we're trying to, again, align one mesh with another mesh that we just extracted from. But since we extracted it from the same mesh, this isn't going to be like, super duper hard, but we just want to make sure we get it to look right. Sideburns, drop it in there, and it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. One thing, I'm going to hit the 1 key. I don't want these sideburns to be so circular on the bottoms here. I want to drop in some detail there with an edge loop. I want to select it, go to the 3, the smooth mesh preview key, and so you can see already that we got a guy that's, we already have the hair and we already have the teeth. So our head, aside from texturing, is sort of done with the base mesh. So in the next tutorial, we could go over how to start modeling the torso and the upper body.